We're about to go into the 3D printing room here at the Build Space and take a look around at what the technology can do and what it can do for us. The first thing I want to show is these Series 1 3D printers right here, and these have a 12 by 12 bed on them, and I think they also go 12 inches high, so it's basically a 12-inch cube of print area that you can use. And there are 6 of them, and they're Wi-Fi and network, so you can actually communicate with your laptop from out in the studio and print to them. The cool thing is they're all equipped with a camera, so you can actually tap in to the camera from the Wi-Fi and watch your project progress as it's being printed. The types of filament that you can put in there, you can get any color. This one happens to be blue. They have clear filament if you want to use clear, and of course black is ever popular with everybody down there. What's really interesting is they have another type of filament called Ninja Flex, which is actually a rubberized filament, and you can make squishy parts. You can also get carbon fiber filaments and other exotic kind of wood filaments and things like that are really cool. The practical applications for what we do, I don't know. A lot of times you see people making toys or other gadgets, things that move with the 3D print technology, and while that's all fair and well, there's definitely a place for that. In architecture, we can make scale models with it. We can make scale mock-ups of small details. I'm trying to get some of these models in here. It's a very, very quick way to make models. It doesn't make a mess. It just, it takes a little bit to print things out. It might take a couple hours to print a model that is maybe this size. But, you know, if you're sitting at your desk, it's definitely something you could just punch the button and let it rip for a couple hours and then come back and check it out. Over here we have a couple of other machines. These are a little more high dollar in terms of prints. We got a U-print, and this is a Dimension over here, and they're enclosed. Same general print area that the Series 1 printers have. The difference with these is it can actually print out a support material. So we'll take a look at this guy. So this is awesome. This is like a pineapple that somebody printed, and you can see all of the white support material, and that will actually wash away. So it supports the print when you have cantilevered pieces in a 3D print. You take that piece and you put it in a lye bath over here. You can see the chemical resistant gloves, but you dip it in here and let it sit for a few hours, and it washes away, and then you're left with something that goes from this to something like this. So you can make some incredibly intricate cantilevered structures without having to worry about your 3D print collapsing. Getting ready for the next 3D print is as easy as cleaning the old glue stick off the glass platen and putting new glue stick down. We also let everybody know that the model is ours by putting our name on the white erase board and what time we expect it to be finished. The 3D print room is one of the few places that's open 24 hours a day, and the printers are also on carts so you can take them to your desk. I had a number of print failures and I needed a small win, so that's what this next project is about. This is a little piece that I made when I showed up here. These doors were held together with wire because if they come apart, the machine stops and breaks pieces and parts. And rather than hold it together with wire, I modeled this little piece up in Fusion and printed it out on the 3D printer. We came through iterations of it. The first iteration did not have a complete circle on this side, so it had the ability to pop off if you didn't want it. And then the second one didn't have this thumb piece, and one of the gentlemen who is working here is an amputee and only has one hand, so giving him a little thumb latch so that he could operate that with one hand easily was kind of the third iteration. It's just about designing things that work for the purpose that you're designing them. This trip I've been actually using the 3D printer to do a few experiments and learn how to use the equipment and learn how to use some of the software. I'm using Fusion with it. You can use SketchUp. You can use anything that will output an STL file. So you can actually do it from Revit if you have a solid model piece of Revit, and it'll just start printing your building. I used the 3D printer with the LearnScape team looking at one of their designs. Unfortunately, being a rookie on the 3D printer, we had some failures. It's my last day here. So we're gonna give it a crack before we leave and see if we can come up with something cool. That is it from the 3D print room. Thank you for joining me again. I hope you'll join me next time. Until then, take care.